somebody just like manically yelling through the night. Shots later, gunshots later.
God, Washington has just been a fucking shit show since we've been here.
Everywhere.
Pressing transmission fluid again.
Fuck! Fucking damn it.
We can't fucking catch a break.
Crazy locals that are getting off a gun into the woods.
Should we leave?
In our last episode, we had our first breakdown in the van after getting to Oregon.
Our girl is back on the road!
With Jolene fixed and ready to go, we set our eyes on Washington to put the bad luck behind us. Washington, here we come! Or so we thought.
We began our drive to Washington early in the morning. Along the way, Matt started feeling very irritated by a nagging, painful itch.
Hell's itch. Hell's itch is a deep, painful, almost throbbing itch that happens 1 to 3 days after a sunburn. Described experiences feeling like fire ants are biting under your skin, wanting to rip your skin off, or an uncontrollable itch that when scratched causes stabbing pain.
It's
Sounds exactly like
exactly what you've been describing the whole time.
Yeah, like it's horrible.
Why'd this happen?
So it says like it's caused by a sunburn, and like I've had many sunburns. It's just that your skin reacted in this like really rare way that causes your nerves to freak out. I'm reading like this other blog right now, and this guy says, instead I was struck only further by agony. It felt like I was being stabbed by the sharp points of 1,000 compasses while lemon juice and itching powder was rubbed into my wounds. That's exactly like when it flares up, it's the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. Like I feel like I'm just like going insane.
What do you want to do, babe? Do you want to like get a hotel for the night? You think that's the best?
I mean, I really don't want to spend more money, but yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't drive. We can probably find a Motel 6 and just like try to relax and maybe sleep this thing off if I can fall asleep.
Later that night in the Motel 6, Matt had another flare-up. It was the most excruciating pain I'd ever seen him in the 6 years we've been together. He was feeling a bit better in the morning, so we continued on to Packwood, Washington. There we were unexpectedly greeted by 102-degree heat, but decided to not let it get to us and found a spot along the river and shaded by the trees to take refuge.
The oil's hot. Holy crap.
Cooking up some egg rolls, baby?
Cooking up some egg rolls. Really hot oil.
This is our little setup right now. How cute is that?
While here, we tried to reset ourselves. We tackled some projects and made some time for us. It was a battle as we found ourselves camped amongst locals that gave no regard to the area's extreme fire danger and total fire bans. We're cleaning up campsites by crazy locals that are leaving fires running and leaving them alone. Every time someone left, we found ourselves cleaning up their littered trash and drowning their smoldering fires. These actions are more disheartening than any mechanical breakdown or hellish heat. We live on these public lands and are constantly seeing them shut down because of people's ignorant actions. 2 weeks after our stay here, a wildfire broke out 1 mile away, forcing the town of Packwood into a level 2 evacuation.
After a few days, we said our goodbyes to this beautiful site. Little did we know that this move would bring us right to the scariest moment in our 2 years of life on the road.
Labor Day weekend. Like all extended weekends, these are the times that full-time nomads run deeper into the woods to escape the popular recreational area chaos. We drove miles down a forest road and tucked ourselves into a snug little site. With limited dispersed camping on this road, we planned for a quiet weekend full of cooking, catching up, and reading. Gunshots later, and then he kept yelling the whole time I was outside. It's like, I mean, it's somebody just like manically yelling through the night, just like, ah!
Then we hear the shots.
I think the guy down the site from us was tweaking out and kind of roaming through the woods, and that's why 6 tonight and is now just tweaking out.
Firing shots. Like, we've never gotten spooked enough to run out. I'm glad we just, like, followed our gut.
I mean, so, this is gonna sound weird, but I actually, like, early on tonight started feeling weird.
Really?
I swear to God.
Guys, I'm not kidding. This is how we left our house. We just popped the roof back up, but, like, chairs on the table, just, like, everything was just thrown in here as fast as possible to get out as fast as possible. That was definitely the craziest thing that's happened to us since living on the road for the last 2 years. And I'm glad we just listened to our intuition, because our intuition said get the fuck out of there. And that was what's important, right? Whether we were safe or not, like, it's debatable, but our intuition just said leave now.
911's called and we were off the highway on a rest stop for the night. A little exhausted from the situation, but we'll catch up in the morning. We left the rest stop wanting nothing more than peace in the woods, so we drove down another forest road to find home. Everywhere?
Pressing transmission fluid again.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly where it's coming from. It's just pouring fluid out right now. We need to go. There's gonna be nobody there available.
Saturday, fucking Labor Day weekend.
With that festival.
Washington has something. First, on our way to Washington, all of our transmission shit happened like we said in the last video. Second, Matt got sick. Third, 100 degrees when we got into Washington. Fourth, we got ran out last night by a tweaker with shooting guns and had to sleep at a rest stop. And then 5, this. Oh, and my eye. And I have like an eye thing going on. I don't know, you can see it, but it's like really infected. So is like the energy just like not wanting us to be here? Like, should we leave? I don't know.
Fuck. God fucking damn it.
Just been a fucking shit show since we've been here. It's just like we can't fucking catch a break.
I'm just so worn out.
What is going on? The mystery lake. We have no idea where it's coming from. No idea.
Like, I see remnants of a little bit of transmission fluid, but like it doesn't even look like a leak, you know? But like it was literally pissing.
It was like really coming out. Like the most it's come out.
Yeah. The leak seemed to have stopped and it's been on and off since. We believe that it's the bushing that guides the shaft into the transmission that is bad and is causing expedited wear on the shaft seal. We plan to address this soon.
We just keep reevaluating for how we're feeling every moment. Today is taking it slow. For the past 2 years of life on the road, we haven't had much drama to speak of. The past few weeks have been a test to say the least. We didn't originally plan to make a vlog on these events, but after some self-reflection, we found it to be necessary.
These videos are diaries of events in our lives. They often don't show the tough events and how gritty this lifestyle can really get. Sometimes it has you calling for nothing but the stability of a normal life. But we wouldn't trade this wildly imperfect adventure for anything. This video is a reminder that while someone's life can be seen as perfect on social media, it's likely not. And a reminder to us that these moments are just as important to the story of our journey as the good times are.
We look forward to sharing some positive energy with you next week as we head towards the coast for a change in scenery. We will be finding comfort in the ocean, with nowhere to be and all day to get there.